Hi Mariella, good to hear from you. Daphne here. Thank you so much for sending in your essays. Well done. Keeping working is fantastic. I completely understand. Goodness me, you have a lot going on. A nurse, wow, and a mum and a wife is super hard. And the whole lockdown situation has really, it puts a lot of pressure on people. And to work for IELTS as well is brilliant. So anytime you have, we're here. Okay, fantastic. This is a good essay. Most important word here, the dependence. Okay, the dependence on. We need this. I need this for my job. Your child needs it for her school. So we are dependent. So the benefits of this dependence outweigh the disadvantages. So the issue of dependence on modern technology, you could have here, instead of dependence, you could have reliance, which is the same thing. I'll just give you a new word. Well, modern technology has been a sensitive topic, I like that, for numerous years, and experts throughout the developing world, good, have been debating. So either have debated, past simple, or been debating, ing, the advantages and disadvantages of using it. Okay, the advantages and disadvantages of, you just have literally of this trend. Okay, because careful, it's not the disadvantages of using it, it's the disadvantages of the reliance. So just to be safe, just say of this trend. Although technology has its drawbacks, it must not be forgotten that we live in a developed world full of new innovations. Analyse both points of view, okay, that's fine. We've got a lot of developed, this is sort of in the template. We live in a connected world, might be nice instead. Okay, good. That's really nice. Well done. All that looks fine. On the one hand, also, so no capital letters for this. No capitals here, but yes, capitals there. On the one hand, there's irrefutable evidence, good, that mobile phones and internet are addictive, especially between children, among rather than between. Very similar. Children and teenagers. Okay, let's get some adjectives in here. Among younger children and media savvy. No, either media savvy, which means they know all about social media, or media savvy and influenceable. Influenceable. Spelling. Teenagers. Okay, so by putting in some adjectives here, I'm going to develop my essay, and I'm also going to score a higher grade on the task achievement. Okay, this is largely because people could tend to lose control of time spent, just spent with a T, on computer games or social media, no capital letters, and may have a negative, or which may have a negative influence on them, rather than and, which may have a negative influence on them. Good. For instance, a recent survey reported that 80% of users are spending their free time on the internet. Now, we've got spending here are indulging, maybe, their free time on the internet, playing games or navigating, rather than, you need to have another verb here, being with their families or going out. Yep, really nice, well done. Okay, indulging. I'm not sure about that. Maybe it would be investing. Therefore, I think investing might be better. You invest time. Okay, nice paragraph there. So to develop it, okay, a bit more. Think about adjectives, and also maybe you could use a conditional sentence. So if teenagers spend a long time on the internet, what could happen? Okay, so if teenagers spend too much time on social media, the negative effect might be addiction. Yeah, like that. On the other hand, despite the fact that internet mobile phones could lead to dependence, the benefits cannot be underestimated. Okay, now, reliance and time spent on reliance and the need. Well, make sure on this essay, this essay is really, really important. Make sure you keep on coming back to this. Come back to the title. Okay, so here you've got addictive. Yep, that's absolutely fine because this comes back to this idea of reliance. So make sure all the way through, keep checking the essay. Am I writing the right essay? Yeah, so important. On a large scale, this is because people can take advantage of massive amount of information and materials could be used in school and universities. Okay, indeed, yeah, in this lockdown crisis. Not only are health care professionals, but also students, worldwide dependent on technology in order to learn to work, research, and study. Something like that. I mean, it's just kind of making that up, but this kind of sentence keeps your essay on track. Keep answering the question. So, yes, it's fantastic, but we need this word about I need it now. You need it now. Your daughter needs it now. I need it now. So, dependence. Yeah, it's not the same as is it good? Different question. Yes, okay, that's fine, but that example doesn't connect to the idea of dependence. So you could have to say state demand constant access to online preparations in order to have good grades. Yeah, so demand constant access to online preparations in order to get good grades. So keep this idea of we need it, we need it. The advantages. So again, you can't have that. You need to get back to advantages. Invaluable, yeah. So the rest of it works. The conclusion doesn't work because you've come away from the question. Stick on the question. Okay, just keep reminding yourself when you do your planning at the beginning. Make sure you've highlighted the most important word in the question and you keep going back to it. Okay, otherwise good. So a few more adjectives maybe, just work on the vocabulary there. Otherwise, nice arguments. You've understood it, yeah? So good work. Pie chart. Okay. Proportion of 7 different types of school materials. It's also school materials, 3 subjects, school topics, or the other subjects. Studied in Germany. Good. Overall, it can be seen that the most significant proportion of disciplines of enjoyment, so it was the popularity, was 4 disciplines. So again, look at the keywords. The keyword here is popularity. Did they like it? So let's go enjoyment, which accounted for over 3/4. Had the least, not had the least demand, were the least preferred, or the least popular. Okay, so that the language is lovely, but just make sure that we've the language is lovely. Just make sure that you are, again, you've read the question. Based on chart showing the most popular courses were good. The percentage, yep, lovely. Just less than a fifth. Now, they had to study it, but did they enjoy it or not? So again, be careful. Just less than a fifth reported appreciating maths and physics. Okay. Still remained. Okay, but this still remained. Because you're referring back a significant amount compared to biology and geography. Yeah. Okay. Of popularity votes. So keep on putting this in. Keep on staying on track. Okay. Very small minority, just some preferred ITs. Yes, well done. Nice. Good, good, good. You got, yeah, you could do a little bit, you could do one more sentence, maybe, for example, these four subjects, four main subjects, represented over 80% of students' preferences, while these three only amounted to, or even, I like better actually, you could say, while IT was enjoyed by half the students of half the number of students of biology. So look up, use these words, while, whereas, and I'm going to send you a few links as well. Whereas, in contrast, yeah, those are quite useful words as well. Otherwise, you've done a really, really good task. Thank you for keeping going, and take care of yourself.